Though it has taken much to convince her, Cleo has decided to go with Trajan's plan and place an informant into the new traveling show under the leadership of Maximus. Whilst she has explained to him that his original plan of her going undercover would never succeed for numerous reasons, she agrees that having someone working on the inside is the only chance they have of success in their task. At first, she was reluctant to put anyone in danger, and knowing Maximus and his temper, she knows that if an informant is caught, his retribution will be terrible indeed towards them. Trajan has brought his brother, Vespasian, to meet with Cleo in the hopes that they can work out a plan and find the information they need regarding the location of the stolen crown. It seems that Vespasian is quite different to Trajan in many different ways. Although that's not surprising to Cleo, considering she now knows of Trajan's true heritage.
Come in, Vespasian. I trust that Trajan has told you everything you need to know.
When he told me, I thought he was at first joking. However, I'm not against such a plan.
Good. So are you confident that you will be able to act as an informant for us?
I will be happy to help out in any way I can. I'm prepared for any eventuality, of course.
Yes, indeed. If Maximus catches you, he will not be forgiving. I have seen what he is capable of, and it is not pleasant. However, at least you won't endure from him the punishments of the Shadow Court.
Trust me, I don't need reminding of what they did to that poor girl.
Wait. You were there? Are you a member of the Shadow Court?
Not any longer. I was expelled.
What?
Surprising, I know. But my misdemeanor was slight, so Corvus decided to be lenient, and he exiled me from the court, never again to be a member. Also, don't forget the Shadow Court doesn't use real names. Do you really think Corvus is actually his name?
It is not?
No one knows who he really is beneath that mask.
Even so, if Corvus found out you were carrying out undercover work, any agent he has in place in the show would no doubt recognize you. It would put you in danger.
Not when I put on my accent. Remember, they never saw my face, as is the tradition of the Shadow Court, nor did they ever know my real voice. That is the advantage of being a performing artist.
So Trajan tells me. He did mention you are a performer. I trust it will be convincing enough to ensure Maximus that you are real and serious about your art.
Cleo, I am a consummate professional, a character performer. You ask of me any role and I will make it my own.
It would be wise to curb your enthusiasm. Overconfidence can get you killed in this situation.
You worry too much. Before you know it, you'll have the crown of the Tyrant King sitting in your hands.
That's what worries me. If Maximus catches on what you're up to and who you're working with, he will not only end your life, but I have a certainty he will come after myself and Trajan.
Don't worry. I will make sure I am discreet and convincing. I will work up the perfect backstory and performance.
You of course know about the test.
The test?
Yes.
Oh, you mean that little scenario where all new performers have to go up on stage with little rehearsal in front of a baying crowd so that Maximus can see how they handle themselves?
Yes, that test. I have heard it described as such. Whether or not it's true, I don't know. I don't intend on being there to find out.
So, how do I let you know my findings?
You write to us. In each location you stop, we will have an informant waiting for you. If anyone asks, you are writing letters to whom? Do I make myself clear?
All very cloak and dagger. I like it.
Don't get too excited. Remember that your cover could be blown at any time. We need you to be a part of the caravan before you do anything. You need to pass the test in order for this plan to go ahead.
That's easy when you're a fully trained practitioner of distraction and focus magic.
Are you fully trained?
Cleo. I am many years practiced in the realm of these types of magic. With my skills, the audience will be calmer than an ocean after a storm. My performance will be so effective that Maximus will beg for me to join the troupe.
And what about the dance? Are you able to convince Maximus that you're a practiced dancer?
Cleo, this is the big time for me. I've been waiting for an opportunity like this for years. Perhaps you would like a demonstration.
No. Thank you. I don't need to see any demonstrations or rehearsal pieces. Save that for the stage.
As you wish.
Thank you. You know, you're very different from Trajan.
Of course I am, but you realise he's adopted. Left upon our parents' porch, a baby foundling. They took him in. We're about similar age, of course, give or take a few months.
Does he know? Does he know he's adopted?
None of us have ever had the heart to tell him. We imagine his family were too poor to look after him, and that meant they had to give him up.
Oh, Trajan.
We found a name tag with him, Trajan, and my mother, not having yet had a name for me, decided to call me Vespasian to complement the name. I've lived with pride in my name my entire life.
You will tell him eventually, I hope. He has been living a lie all his life and he doesn't even know it. You have let him go his entire life without knowing who his true parents are. What if they were someone important? What if they have been searching for him their entire lives? What will you do if someone comes looking for him? What will you tell them? What will you tell him?
I really haven't got to that point yet, so at the moment I'm keeping it quiet. I don't want to get his hopes up that he'll find his true family. What if they're all gone?
At least he would have closure. At least he would know the truth.
Yes, well, on that note, I think I'd better start rehearsing before I join Maximus and his band of performers. I need to be in top condition before. Don't worry, I'll see myself out. And let Trajan know I'll talk with him later.
You're not even going to say goodbye to him now. What an honestly awful man he is. How Trajan has put up with him all these years, I will never understand. Trajan deserves to know the truth. His heart would break if he discovered his own brother was hiding the truth from him. My poor, dear, sweet, innocent Trajan.
Oh. Has Vespasian gone then? I thought I heard the door go. Listen, I don't know if you're hungry, but whilst you were busy talking, I prepared some lunch. I was hoping he would stay.
Oh, sorry, Trajan. My mind is somewhat distracted at the moment.
Are you okay, Cleo? You seem distant.
No, I'm fine, Trajan. I just have a lot to think about. So much has happened these last few weeks, and it's all moving so quickly.
Well, lunch is ready when you want to join me. No rush. It's just fine cuts and cheese with a bit of bread. Enough to keep the brain ticking over till dinner time.
Trajan, my dear, sweet, innocent friend. Always thinking about the welfare of others.
So, you coming through to the kitchen to join me?
I'll be through shortly. Oh, and Trajan,
Yes, Cleo?
to be honest, it doesn't matter. Not at the moment, anyway. I'll be through in a minute.
Okay. Oh, and I've made sure everything is prepped for our journey west too. It's going to be a long one. I'm working on settling all our affairs whilst I'm at it.
Good. Don't work yourself too hard. We have a very long road ahead of us. And we need to be sure we have no excess baggage along the way. Understood?
Understood, Cleo.
Oh, Cleo, why can't you tell him? Why is it so difficult to tell him the truth? He deserves to know everything. But look at him. So happy in his life. So joyful in his freedom. Oh, my dearest, sweetest, innocent Trajan. My truest friend, my most loving friend. One day he will know. And that day I live in fear of. How will he react? That is for the future, however. He and I have work to do. Find the crown and free him of the most terrible curse. Yes, indeed, that is our priority. My dearest, sweetest, innocent Trajan.
As arrogant and as confident as he may seem, Trajan's brother, Vespasian, is the only hope Cleo and her friend have in getting closer to knowing the location of the crown. However, their journey west towards the forest realm is their priority in order to lift the curse of the Shadow Lord from Trajan's spirit. Cleo will have to put all her trust into Vespasian, and she hopes that he is as good as he seems to believe himself to be. This is not going to be easy. Being so distant from her informant makes the task much more difficult. Besides, Cleo has a reliable network of messengers who will be able to forward any information from Vespasian directly to her. At this time, She realizes, however, that Trajan is the main priority.